Win for Manchester United. 3 games in the Premier League without a goal, 3 games without a win. Just 1 point picked up in that time. No Casemiro, no Christian Eriksen, and up against a Brentford team that a lot of people were predicting would turn up tonight at Old Trafford and take points away from United. This is only their second defeat, in 17 games. A very resolute, difficult team to break down, but Manchester United put in a solid performance. Didn't kill the game off. And take the chances that we created. There were an abundance of them. That will be a frustrating feeling tonight for a lot of Manchester United fans, that we're not killers yet. We've got a brilliant home record, but we're not killers. And we need to become that over the next 12 to 18 months if we really want to win the biggest 2 trophies in the world. But a very good response, because we now have 1 game remaining without Casemiro. That's at home against Everton. And I think most United fans will be supremely confident about that. Eriksen is very, very close to returning. There was an impressive, again, substitution display from Martial. Sharp, good work on the ball, good hold-up play. So he's coming back into the fray. And Man United are a better team without Wout Weghorst in it. I don't like to get on at Wout Weghorst because he's literally been bought in to fill holes created by Ronaldo and the fact we had no money to replace him with someone of a higher level. Of course, financial problems caused by the Glazers. But without him, we are a better side. And I thought Man United were very, very good today. There was a 10, 15-minute period in the second half where Brentford really put Man United under some pressure, where we lost a little bit of control. But from the 70th minute onwards, we maintained possession. We did create openings and chances that we should have scored. We really should have got a second and made it a little more relaxing towards the end of the game. But there's some really good individual performances. Of course, Marcus Rashford, again, 28th goal of the season. Another clutch moment for him. That's number 10 now. 10 winning goals this season, more than any other player in the Premier League. I thought Anthony and Dalot had a very good game and connection between themselves. The only element of Anthony's game that was off was his shooting tonight. But everything else, he's into play. He's working the system very good. Dalot, best performance in a long time from him. Bruno, comfortable self. I thought Sabitzer and McTominay had really good games individually for what they had to do. Sabitzer, of course, getting the assist, but probably his best and most settled performance in a United shirt. And I thought McTominay had such a good game defensively. 2 or 3 very important clearances and blocks towards the end of the game as well. Defensively, pretty sound. Once both Martinez and Varane got turned late in the second half, but nothing came of it. And I thought Malacia did very well coming into the game for Luke Shaw. So some really good performances. Big save from David De Gea as well. I can't forget about that. Man United players really did well tonight. Wasn't sensational because we didn't score enough goals for it to be that. But we could have scored 2 or 3 more. And then it would have been one of those easy, it would have been called a comfortable win. A bit like when Newcastle only beat Man United 2-0. They were much better than 2-0. The scoreline flattered United. 1-0 sort of flatters Brentford a little bit in terms of the play, the opportunities, and everything else that went on. But overall, a massive win, as I said at the top. Not in terms of scoreline, but reaffirming ourselves into the top 4. 3 points clear of 5th now with a game in hand over Tottenham. We play first at the weekend. So a great opportunity. Lunchtime kickoff against Everton. Get 3 points. That means you're 6 at that point clear of 5th place. It means you're finishing the weekend of, a whole week sitting in that position. More pressure on Tottenham, more pressure on Brighton, more pressure on Liverpool in their game to stay in this top 4 hunt. Newcastle, as you've seen with the scores tonight, emphatic again. They were brilliant. They deserve credit. I had the game on as well. West Ham, I would say like 2 or 3 of the goals were definite errors. And I think David Moyes might lose his job over that kind of performance. But Man United and Newcastle right now looking like the 2 most likely to take those final 2 positions in the Champions League spots. I will say this as well to the viewers. Thank you all for turning up. I really do appreciate it. Where are all the rivals at tonight? Where there was nearly 7,000 watching when Newcastle. Where are they all tonight, do you think, people? They're nowhere. Equally, and I am going to have a bit of a go now, where are all the Man United fans that were kicking off when the starting lineup came out? Where are all the Man United fans that were crying because our manager rightfully defended Wout Wout Weghorst to the press. Where are the Man United fans that were writing off Rashford because he went a few games without scoring? Where are the Man United fans that were saying, oh, we're going to capitulate now. We're no better than we were last season. We're only 3 points better. It's a disgrace. Rivals are meant to do that. But Man United fans, one, grow a backbone, and two, stop wanting Man United to fail and celebrating it because it's the only way you get interactions from on social media. Stop twerking for rivals. By all means, if you want to praise another football club, you want to praise Man City, and it means Man City fans start following you, fair enough. You're not doing it it's nothing negative about that. But when you make up bullshit, when you deliberately hate on your players, when you have a go at your manager for doing the right thing just to generate attention, you're a disgrace to Manchester United. You're absolutely a disgrace to Manchester United Football Club. When there's something to criticize it. So Ten Hag's substitutions on Sunday, criticize him, absolutely. But you took it too far. Rashford misses some chances, criticize him. But of course, you take it too far. They have been clucking for a bad run of form since Brentford beat us 4-0. They've been clucking because they've had no attention. Nobody knows who they are. The way people reacted to the starting lineup is absolutely embarrassing. And as I've said to a lot of you in the comments, saying, Terry, but you're twerking for Arsenal. As I've already stated, there's nothing wrong in praising rivals, especially when you're the host of a neutral channel. I'm always going to praise teams that are doing well. I'm always going to condemn and have a go at teams that are doing bad things. But when you make up fake agendas, when you attack your own players, when you don't really mean it, just to generate attention, just to generate interactions, you're a disgrace. You don't deserve to celebrate tonight. You don't. You're clowns. You're fake Reds. 110%. 110%. Because there was no way you were angry with any of the things that you were projecting at the weekend. There was no way people felt that Man United's season was about to fall apart. Our home form is, I'm actually going to check this now. I'm going to put it up on the screen. I'm going to say third best. It could actually be the second best now after that win tonight. No, sorry, I'm a liar. It's the third best. We win on Saturday. We're only be 2 points behind Arsenal's home form. So, oh my God, the season's over. Why? Because we lost 2 games away from home. One, yes, it was embarrassing. But come on now, grow a bit of a backbone. It is a lot harder. I get this. It's a lot harder to support your team through difficult times than it is to turn on them. It's much harder to stand up and say, oh, I'm embarrassed today, but I stand by my manager. The easy option is to turn your back on your football club and side with rivals when there's no need to. 71% of games this season have been won by Erik ten Hag. We've won a trophy. We're in a Champions League spot. We're in the semi-finals and quarterfinals of a cup competition. Get behind your damn manager. Criticize away. Criticize when it's needed. But drop the damn agendas. And to all the Rashford haters out there, I did call some out today on Twitter. Before the game, they'd sell him for Matoma. They'd get rid of him today for Matoma. Matoma's good, by the way. But we have no idea how he's going to perform at a top 6 club when everyone's in a low block. Secondly, when the goal goes in, they're praising Anthony, rightfully so. Praising Sabitzer, rightfully so. But they literally leave Rashford out of a tweet where he scored a fantastic half volley. And he's 28th goal of the season. Why is that? Because they got an opinion wrong. These people are more interested in followers and interactions than they are their own football club. And I know what people have accused me of. That's ironic, Terry. You do things for interactions. Listen to me, my friends. Whether Man United win, lose, or draw, I'm still getting 4 or 5 million people watch me a month. People tune in to watch me for a magnitude of reasons. They don't just tune in to watch me to slag off my own football club. Imagine that being your only success in life. Guess what? What do you do for a job? What do you do for a job, Daddy? Well, what I do, you know that football team that I love? I attack it every day and people like watching me do it. Imagine that's your life. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Get behind your I understand doing it. The latter end of Ollie. What we saw last season is when you criticize your club. But I see more energy and disrespect towards Rashford. More energy and disrespect to Erik ten Hag in the last 2 weeks than I see from these people towards the Glazers on a weekly and yearly basis. They're more angry with our manager for playing Weghorst than the Glazers for allowing this to be the situation. clowns, the lot of them. The absolute lot of them. Proud of the team tonight. We responded, and I knew we would. We had a little blip. We will win our next 2 Premier League games as well. We will beat Everton on Saturday. We've got too much for them. And then Casemiro's back, and Eriksen is back. Then we'll have even more control in the midfields. And Man United will 110% make it into the top 4. But listen, as I said, criticism of Man United is absolutely acceptable. It's exactly what I invented this channel for. You know, I'm going to blow my own trumpet here. The first channel ever to take phone calls from viewers. No other YouTube channel did it before me. None. Point blank. 5-minute evidence and I'll apologize. That isn't, I'm not some, I'm not fucking pretending to be Bill Gates or some massive innovator. I always care about fan opinion. It's what we're here for. But the fake Reds this week, acting like we were in a fucking crisis, turning on players, turning on the manager, lifting up their skirts and letting rivals absolutely shove it in their ass. You're an embarrassment to the football club.